Welcome back to Dividend Mania, brother. We're meeting in the squared circle. Two Dividend Aristocrats, brother. We've got Coke versus Pepsi, brother.
You got Stone Cold Bert here. I'm with Coca-Cola. You got KO, baby, Dividend Aristocrat, the Dividend King. And I am about to open up a can of whoop ass on Pepsi.
Well, you listen up, Stone Cold Bert. We've got Pepsi, Frito-Lay, Quaker Oats, brother. Over 45 plus years of increases. Jack, what you gonna do when dividend maniacs run wild on you, brother?
I don't give a damn how many years of dividend increases you've had. The Ohio Rattlesnake is about to open up that can of whoop ass, and that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold Bert says so. All right, everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are excited for this episode where we're going to compare Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. Hopefully you enjoyed our first ever introduction as well. We thought we'd have a little fun with this video.
Man, I wish we had good old Mean Gene to cut our promos for our videos, but Bert and I are going to have to do.
Yeah, sorry everyone, you're going to be settling for us.
Again, smash that subscribe button, give Bert and I a thumbs up. We really busted our butts to make sure that intro promo really got you amped for what's about to happen in the battle royale of Coke versus Pepsi. So please make sure to turn that thumb blue.
Yep, thank you. We'd appreciate everybody. One of those questions that we're always getting from investors are which company to compete against each other. And when you have two legendary companies like Coke and Pepsi, two Dividend Aristocrats, as you'll see, they are a constant one where people are asking which is better, Coke or Pepsi. So today, how are we going to even compare these two companies against each other? We're going to use the Dividend Diplomat Dividend Stock Screener.
And what those three dividend metrics are from the Dividend Diplomat Stock Screener is, it starts with the price to earnings ratio, second is the dividend payout ratio, and third is dividend growth, rate and history of dividend growth.
Yep, so this video we're going to walk you through each one of them, discuss each company's metrics, and kind of just as we're going along tell you which one's looking better and how they're stacking up.
Now the first round up here is going to be the price to earnings ratio. How does Coke look?
Well, Coke's current share price is $46.82 at the time of this filming. Their earnings per share, their forward number is $2.07, so therefore they're just under 23x for their price earnings ratio. What about Pepsi?
Not too shabby on Coke's standpoint, above 22 on the price to earnings. Okay. Well, Pepsi, as you'll see, currently trades, as of close of July 17th at $134.66. So you already are thinking, oh my gosh, that's a high stock price. And the Yahoo analysts estimate on a go forward basis is that forward earnings is roughly $5.90. So when you actually do the quick math of the share price divided by that forward earnings is they're looking at 22.82 on a forward price to earnings ratio.
Yeah, man, that's pretty interesting how they are right in line with each other.
Still looks like Coca-Cola ticker KO KO'd Pepsi in the round by being slightly lower.
I love it. So let's move on to metric number 2, the dividend payout ratio. In our stock screener, we typically screen for stocks that have a payout ratio under 60%. Also, there's a dividend sweet spot that we just love looking for. It's that 40% to 60% range. So with Coca-Cola, their annual dividend's $1.64 per share. Their forward earnings from the Yahoo analysts are $2.07. So that puts us at a dividend payout ratio of 79%, much higher than that 60% threshold.
Oof. Come on, Coke. Where you at on this?
Yeah.
Who's going to lay the big leg drop on this round? Let's see what Pepsi looks like. Their dividend payout is, I believe, approximately $4.09 in dividends per share per year. And given that analysts are projecting out $5.90, that still equates out to a dividend payout ratio of 69%. So still also above the 60% ceiling that we usually like to see, but a little bit better than Coke.
Yeah, definitely. It's got a lot more room before it hits that 100%. So, I mean, clearly, I think we know who has the leg drop in this round.
That's right.
Andy, that one was you. So our third metric of our stock screener, dividend growth and dividend growth history. So KO, where do they stand on this? They are a dividend aristocrat. They're a dividend king. They've increased their dividend for almost 60 consecutive years. Not quite there, but they're closing in. I believe it's 57 consecutive dividend increases. It's a lot of time, much longer. They've been increasing their dividend much longer than I've been alive, so that's always a good sign. So clearly, They've demonstrated their ability to increase their dividend through good times and bad. I don't think their dividend growth rate too, not the highest. It's a little bit of a slower dividend growth rate. So let's check out Pepsi now.
Right, and keep in mind with what Bert mentioned about Coke's, slower or lower dividend growth rate. That's partly because of that high payout ratio.
That's a great point.
I mean, because they only have so much room before they hit 100% of their earnings in dividends. So that's why you would expect maybe some lower dividend growth. Now, Pepsi, I believe, is heading into dividend king territory. They don't have quite the dividend growth history that Coca-Cola has, but they're at, I believe, approximately, 48 years of consecutive dividend increases. The one thing that Pepsi has is a little bit more dividend growth as opposed to the growth rate. Dividend growth rate is critical, and I know Bert and I put out a video just about that if you want to learn more. But the average over the last 5 years has been a little bit over 7% for Pepsi shareholders. So, I know I've definitely enjoyed that for being a Pepsi shareholder.
Yeah, so let me know what you think of this rating. From a dividend history standpoint, both companies are tied. They're equal to each other. From a dividend growth rate perspective, though, looks like Pepsi's delivering yet another leg drop to Coca-Cola on that one.
That's right. Now, when you think of both brands, though, really take a step back and see what product lines that they're in. Both, we all know, have their two iconic brands of Coke and Pepsi. Now, it's all about what else are they differentiated with.
Yeah, so Coke, they are very diversified within the soft drink, soft beverage hotline. They have Coca-Cola, they have Sprite, Smart Water, Monster Energy drinks. They have they've got the Honest Tea, they've got the Powerade, which is huge in the market as well. So I keep saying software, soft drink line, can't beat it with Coke.
So I think Pepsi has the edge a little bit on Coke in this category. Nothing against Coke, but with Pepsi, you're not just getting a beverage, entity. I mean, yeah, they have the Pepsi, they have the Aquafina, they have the, probably one of the most top-selling sports drinks of all time in Gatorade, but they also have food. We're talking Quaker Oats. I know I eat oatmeal once, sometimes twice a day.
Yeah, yes, you do.
When you're on the road to financial freedom, you will eat as low cost as possible. But they also have Frito-Lay as one of their brands, and that Frito-Lay product line is huge.
Yep.
And I don't need to even go down to the specific brands that Frito-Lay in and of itself has. So they've kind of spread out to food products as well.
Gotta at least mention Doritos.
Bert loves his Doritos.
I do.
Those damn cheesy hands.
Yep. But so, I mean, to me, that's a huge differentiator between the two. I know I am advocating for Coke here in this analysis, but to me, that's the one area where they are weak compared to Pepsi. It's that missing that second product line, and hence that's probably why you see larger earnings growth and dividend growth for Pepsi, because they have that second major earnings source.
Now, when you think about it, there's also a dividend yield component you can look at.
Sure.
So with KO's lower dividend growth rate, what is KO's dividend yield?
Yeah, they're just now over 3.5%, which is pretty solid.
Yeah, and Pepsi currently at the share price is yielding 3.04%. So Pepsi obviously loses and gets a stunner on that battle with the dividend yield.
Yeah. So I think so. We've gone through, we've seen how the companies stack up from our dividend stock metric standpoint. We've seen how their brands stack up against each other, and we even threw in the bonus dividend yield as well. So Lanny, what are your thoughts and what are your takeaway? If I were to say, which one are you picking? Which one are you picking?
So as of right now, Coke wins the battle on the price to earnings barely.
Yep.
Pepsi earns the battle in the payout ratio on the dividend. From a growth rate standpoint, Pepsi wins, but in the growth years, Coke wins. And then from a dividend yield standpoint, Coke also wins that. However, because of that price to earnings being over the S&P 500, as well as their payout ratio being that much higher than our 60% threshold, I actually probably won't be investing right now into those two stocks.
Yep, I agree. They're both great companies, fantastic histories, but the metrics just aren't saying today that they're a screaming buy.
However, these are always two stocks to keep in mind because they're Dividend Aristocrats and two soon-to-be Dividend Kings, Bert already being one and Pepsi soon-to-be. And there's also a reason why Bert has Pepsi in his 5 always buy stocks because of how iconic and legendary the Pepsi brand, and nothing against Coke, but the Pepsi brand is.
Yep, and again, Land, you just said it. It's nothing against one company or the other. We both think they're great. But we both invest in Pepsi, and that's exactly why. I love their diversified product line, and that's why I put them in that always buy article.
All right, brother, we got one thing left to do. Smash that subscribe button. Give Bert and I a thumbs up. This was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.